Alright everyone, new week, new Odyssey, you know the drill. What have we got? Oh, it's by Ninja Kiwi. Phew, phew, we're lucky. We are lucky. Oh, and those maps look alright. I don't know, is it weird? Maybe just in my opinion, but maps are either very easy or a pain in the ass, and there's no like in between. I don't know, like I look at all these maps and think I can competently complete this map. It's either you're competent or you're not competent. Either it's easy or it's too difficult. Then again, I have completed every single Odyssey so far. So, I guess if they've cycled through all the maps at least once, then I'm not as terrible as I think, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, tower cycling. Keep your loadout flexible and you'll come out on top against these balloons. Right, so here's my guess already, off the bat. Admittedly, we've already seen this as hard standard 10 to 60, but that doesn't give anything away. Typically, the description does. So, I'm thinking it'll be magic monkeys only, primary monkeys only, military monkeys only, on 3 separate maps. So that you have to obviously make your loadout flexible, right? Am I right? Yeah, cool. Cool. So the first 2 are just little warm-ups, and then tomorrow we'll get into primary only on Adora's Temple, military only on Spice Islands, that's a good one, boats and subs are very useful, and then magic monkeys only on another brick, going to 90. That could be a little tricky. It could be a little bit tricky, unless of course we get... Actually, no. After all these recent patch notes and updates and things, I no longer know if Necromancer is still really overpowered, or like really good option in general. I'm going to assume it's still somewhat viable. So, with that in mind, remove everyone here. Ooh. And there's our presumably primary, military, and magic monkey based heroes. Even though Quincy I don't think affects primary monkeys whatsoever. I mean, Oben's my boy. Gotta pick Oben every time. So, primary, need early lead popping power, that'll be Oben. Camo detection, very easily found right here. Strong tower to finish off the rest. That's good. That's good. Military, we're on Spice Islands, you need it. As for the rest, I might just take a plane and a heli, because what else can really fit on there? Magic monkeys only. Most likely going to be using druids, if I'm honest. Ninja Alk, also very useful. And then, wait. Support towers I can only use on the first 2 maps, and those are piss easy. So I don't think I'm going to get any support towers whatsoever. I just need to really make sure you've got camo lead popping power early on if I go 2 at the bottom, 4 at the top. And then later on if I need heavier damage, crossbow master. You've got high popping power in general. So everything aside from camo balloons, you got my back. You can pop everything you want. You can pop everything you want. Obviously when you get to a certain upgrade. Same with you. You can pop anything that's not camouflaged. You can pop everything that is camouflaged except lead. You can give that to him. Sweet. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to choose any support towers whatsoever because they're only useful for the first 2 maps. And then you just don't get to see them ever again. So, chuck in a super monkey for fun. Chuck in a dartling gunner for fun. Chuck in a ice monkey for fun. And then I'll probably max out the towers that I actually picked over the ones I didn't. Fair? Fair. That was a really long-winded explanation for my tower choices, but at least it made somewhat a reasonable amount of sense, you know? Okay, starting round 10, Oben's a good shout. I want Oben to be, oh, I've got a whiny puppy at the door. Admittedly, I did come home from work, and he has not yet seen me. So I might have to open it up. Never mind, maybe he wasn't whining for me. Maybe I was way too in over my own head. Way too egotistical, as they say. Let's place Dart Monkey there. Just to help out a little. Oh, never mind. Oben's got this. Holy crap. I did not realize Oben could just do that. Like, don't get me wrong. Oben's my boy. Love Oben to bits. I had no real idea that he could actually just slaughter round 10 like it was nothing. Wow. Yeah, I was expecting more of the green balloon situation to happen with the blue balloon situation. If that makes sense. Like, I was expecting it just to do 1 damage to each of the balloons and just leave me with reds and then so on and so forth until it's just too painful. Anyway, I have been pretty much just working this whole week so far. Yeah. Going to work, working, coming back home, proceeding to think about the money I would earn when it comes to payday. And yeah, it's been pretty good. I've also been thinking that I feel bad for my boss, because he does he's got like a, I don't know what it's called, but essentially he's on a contract or a salary or something, or whatever's happening with him at work. He is getting paid monthly, which, by the way, to those potentially wondering, don't. If you get offered to get paid monthly, try your best to go for weekly or fortnightly. It's just much, oh, nice. It is just so much better. Like, you don't want to be having to wait a month to get all of the money that you just got from work for that month. It's just so much harder having to live month by month rather than week by week. It just makes more sense. If you've ever played Rebel Inc., just think about it like this. Instead of, like, playing as the regular default person, or even the banker, which is another reason that I'll get into later, but you're playing as the economist who gets the budget for the whole year, yearly, which is just, you know, great, yeah, sure. You get a whole bunch of money all at once. But then once you spend it all, or if you spend it all, and you don't know how to budget, then of course, you're going to encounter the difficulty of, oh hey, I spent all my money on this, but then this became a problem, and I can't solve that problem because I've got no money. So yeah, anyway, I don't know why I did like a real quick PSA, but yeah, my boss sadly gets paid monthly, so a lot of the times he's having to make ends meet with little small change things. Anyway, yeah, just go weekly or fortnightly. Just something better than monthly, surely. Anyway, another reason to, just in general, is if you've got a savings account, it is so much better, because a lot of savings accounts, in my mind, as far as I'm aware, this is how it works in Australia, the interest you gain on them is given to you monthly, but it's calculated daily. So, for example, if, you know, you've got $10,000 in the bank, this is just a purely simplistic number to make it easier to understand. You got 10,000 bucks in the bank, and you're at like 10% interest rate. That will never fucking happen. Don't get your hopes up. But yeah, if you're in that situation, probably should have thrown down one of those. Hey, that's all right. We can snap all these guys, all these ceramics, pretty easily right about there. Cool. But yeah, if you've got like 10 grand in the bank, you get 10% interest, and it's compounded and given to you monthly, then you're just gonna get the 10% on that amount, on that 10,000. Is that how that works? Now I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, let's just leave that example alone. But for the most part, or at least in my case, interest is compounded daily, given to you monthly. So, the more frequently you can put money into your bank during that month, the higher you will raise your overall interest gained by the end of the month. So, you know, put more money in by the end of the month. Obviously, there's been more daily compounds of your new, what do they call it, principal? So, in theory, it won't be much more from the average job, but still, it's worth it to get your money as frequently put in as possible if you're compounded daily or weekly or whatever, and then given the interest monthly. I don't know why I went on that bank tangent. That was weird. We don't have banks here. We're not support monkeys. I don't know. I'm very tired. Okay. We should be able to take that down. Nice. I don't remember exactly what changed about our defense. Maybe sharpshooter? Either way, we've got a solid damage dealer now. So, oh, and I forgot it. It became cheaper, didn't it? Crossbow Master. Became cheaper. For some reason. I thought it was still pretty good when it cost like 25 grand. 26 grand. And now they're giving it to us for like 22 almost. Which is just outrageous in my mind. Crossbow Master's always been nice for me. Alright. Well, I think we can happily just sort of sit here, crack open a cold one, and we'll be good. I mean, yeah. We've got Crossbow Master now, which immediately means round 59 doesn't even exist as a threat anymore. And all the other rounds don't typically threaten anything at all either. It's almost like I've played through these rounds before somehow. I've gained the knowledge of the test before the test. Weird. Sorry. Right, you put that. You know what? Let's make some money with it, because we're already gonna win. Might as well win with some style, you know? Get a bit extra flair going. Oh, there's the threat. There's the non-existent threat. Okay, BFB versus a crossbow master. Who's gonna win? Oh, every time crossbow master. Guaranteed crossbow master. Alright. What's this one called? Alpine Run, I want to say. Bring it on. I love this map. Oh, less cash to start with. That's fair, that's fair. Round 6, you say? Kind of want to go for... What round we going to? 70. That's good. That's good, I like that. Want to place you maybe here? Yeah, I like it. I've been starting more frequently with the druid, actually. Come to think of it. My go-to used to be the ninja. Or, you know, multiple dart monkeys. That always works quite well, doesn't it? That's most people's go-to start for, like, chimps and stuff. So, it must be good. Okay, but yeah. Oban will be showing up sometime soon. Lose a couple of lives there, but that doesn't matter because we are going after the spirit of the forest. Because good old Oban loves the spirit of the forest. Talks about him all the time. But it would be cool if there were more unique voice lines in the game. Like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate everything the people that voice act for this game do. But it would be cool if there were secret interactions you could get. You know, secret little voice lines you could get on the side for one-off things that could happen. You know, like, first time purchasing a Spirit of the Forest, Oban would be like... I don't know, but he'd say something special, right? He'd be just like, with the power of the Spirit of the Forest, we can't lose. I don't know. Just something fun and quirky like that. Maybe something similar could happen with Quincy if you got a crossbow master on the field, and then maybe something extra special when you get 2 of them on the field with the monkey knowledge. I don't know. I feel like that would be... It would spice up the game a bit. It'd be cool to have secrets in that sort of regard, rather than just map interactions or silly game modes. Like, I do appreciate them, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it'd be interesting to have some voice line secrets, I think. What could Gwen interact with? Wizard Lord Phoenix? Benjamin could react to a, what do they call it? Either a Monkeyopolis or the top, the tier 5 for, Thingo. We'll get those lives back anyway. Either a Monkeyopolis or the tier 5 for, oh, what am I trying to think? Monkeynomics. That's the one. Monkeynomics. Because it's like, oh, big cash money. Could you imagine if Ben said that? He just goes back to ape form. And he's just like, oh, big money. God, I would absolutely love that. If they implemented exactly that, I would love that. Let's do that for camo detection. It's pretty solid camo detection, if I do say so myself. Oh, yeah. Right. We sort of started this Odyssey thinking about wizards. Not that we were given any. And you know how I can tell we weren't given any? Because I've got a friggin' ice monkey on my team, and a super monkey on my team, and a dartling gunner on my team. No shot they would make the cut if there was a wizard. I'm sorry to the super, ice, and dartling lovers out there, but in my opinion, with the wizard as an option, it would probably take the cake out of those 4. Just in terms of preference and usability. For me, personally. Okay. Jungle's Bounty. Can make a little cash money on the side. Little side hustle going. We won't have a whole lot of Moab damage, but I guess we've got the heli to just constantly be a pain in the ass and fly around. That'll do. Throw down another one of these, because that'll last till next round. Okay, the first one didn't. That sucks. Oh well. Doesn't matter. It'll pop here. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Okay, now we're schmoovin'. Now we're properly schmoovin'. Now, the question is, can I go straight for the Spirit of the Forest? It would be pretty risky to do so. In my opinion. Because I feel like, just like it showed there, the camo threat will continue to get bigger and bigger. So I'm not quite sure if we will survive long enough to see this guy reach a tier 5. We would survive long enough to see maybe a crossbow master or glue gun a tier 5. And then of course later on we could sell it to then buy this guy once we have a little more money with the added protection of a previous cheaper tier 5. But I don't know. I think we'll be alright. We'll try it. Worst case scenario, what we're gonna do? Just back out, come back in, and be like, okay, yeah, that didn't work. Add new thing. Works every time. Oh, will we get Spirit of the Forest before round 63? I think it's doable. We just need another 20 grand. $20 grand in the space of 13 rounds. Okay, that sounds less possible. I don't know what it is, but when you put it that way, it doesn't sound as possible. Okay. Good, good. We can still slaughter Moabs. So long as there's no very camo-heavy rounds, I think we're good. Are we good? We're good. Oh, hey, did someone say camo-heavy round? Oh, that's so typical. And it's round 51 or 2 or whatever it is. 1. Does Razor Rotors make the cut? I mean, I know it does, but is it strong enough to keep the cut? No. Okay. Fine, we'll get a real solution. Whatever. What do we want for camo detection? Not the Alchemist. Alchemist is my least favorite form of camo detection. And I can say that with confidence. I could buy a wall of trees if I'm feeling particularly lazy. Nah, I feel like sharpshooter's just the go-to, isn't it? Not crossbow. We're not going the whole way. We're not crazy. We still want our lives back. But that should keep us maintained, I would say. Right? Team? Good. That's what I thought. Okay, back on track. Minor disruption, but overall it's fine. Okay, okay. Camo balloons, you're a threat. We acknowledge that. Can we move past it though? Can we go beyond our problems to solve the balloon war itself? I wonder if that's a little, a bit of a sort of almost racist thing to say. Well, not racist, I guess. So much as... Yeah, I don't know actually what to call it, but like... Obviously, I just called it the Balloon War, right? But that's like the... That's like roughly the equivalent of saying like... You know... Nazi Germany was the German War. Like, is that... I guess people say things like the Vietnam War. Huh. Anyway, I just wonder how people take that sort of thing, you know? But luckily I'm thinking of it in the context of balloons that don't have feelings, souls, or minds of their own. I guess they do, but they follow a pretty strict track layout, so they can't have that much free will. We're so close to Spirit of the Forest. Maybe now Razor Rotors will make the cut? Because, admittedly, Razor Rotors does suck against ceramics. Like, it doesn't really help you out with ceramics if that's your problem. But, with popping regular balloons, yeah. It certainly helps. Smart. Smart. Smart, smart. Come on. We can make it, Spirit of the Forest. I believe in you. Oh no, wait, camo leads are a thing. Ah, that's why I put this at the back. I was thinking 10 steps ahead without even thinking. Sometimes I'm just that smart. Only sometimes, though. Other times I'll think like 20 steps ahead and then fail on the second one, being like, oh yeah, of course that wouldn't work. But, boom, this does. Okay. We have just won. There's not even a doubt in my mind that we won't win now. Just guaranteed. And even better, our lives are at 100. Through the power of magic. So yeah, this Odyssey does seem quite easy at the moment. But if you direct your attention to my current field and those placed upon it, you'll notice that I have a primary, a military, and a magic monkey all placed at the same time, which we will not be able to copy for the next 3 maps. So, we'll see how that goes. I think I can manage. Surely it can't be that hard. I've most likely beaten all of these maps on all of the difficulties. So in theory, I've done this all before. It's just whether I'm intelligent enough to be able to copy a strategy that I think will work in my mind to one that actually works on the battlefield. So we'll see what happens. I have high hopes. Let's get an Apache dart ship just to confirm the balloons are doubly dead. And now we can all go out for milkshakes. I feel like I asked my Twitch chat this, but I didn't pose the question to my YouTube audience, which I feel like I need to engage with a bit more. I don't know. I feel like I'm leaving you guys out of this. What is your favorite pizza? And by pizza I mean like what toppings? What's your favorite toppings or like type of pizza? You know, like Hawaiian cheese pizza, meat lovers, 3 meats, whatever. What's your favorite pizza? And milkshake, if you like milkshakes. If not, what is your drink of preference? You know? I don't know. I just feel like they're fun questions, and I love learning new things about new people, or new things about old people. Just learning things is pretty fun. Anyway, this nerd has just completed part 1 of tower cycling. So thank you all so much for watching. Admittedly, we didn't really do a whole lot of cycling in these first 2, but these last 3 will take us the rest of the way. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, and have a great rest of your week, everybody.